Hello, my name is Ghada Kasimi. My son started classes in the second grade 3 weeks ago. You see, my son had attended primary school back in Syria before he was enrolled over here, but this system is just so different. I wonder whether he has adjusted to his new school and his classmates.
Oh, Nazir is doing just fine. I must tell you, though, that at the beginning I had some reservations about placing him with the second graders. He seemed rather withdrawn and appeared to be lacking in self-confidence.
Yes, that was what I was afraid of.
Also, I had a thought he was not going to socialize easily and that it might be hard for him to make friends.
That's why I
Well,
decided to...
Mrs. Kasimi, the good news is I have been proven wrong.
Really? So you mean that putting him in the second grade was a good decision?
Yes, I kept a close eye on him after he had been placed in my class. He really hit it off with the rest of the boys right away.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that.
The other boys took him under their wings, and he turned out to be much more easygoing and adaptable than I'd thought. I'm sure that already a few of the students think of him as their best friend. You know, Nazir also has a knack for making other students laugh.
Really?
Yes, honestly, Mrs. Kasimi, he's a real comedian.
Well, that's something new. I'm really so relieved to hear that things are going so well.
Yes, everything's fine.
I was concerned about how he would adjust to this completely new environment. It's just so different.
Oh, I know, but kids his age often have few problems fitting in, especially when they're as friendly as Nazir.
I'm so glad to hear that. And how is he picking up on English? That's been another of my concerns. You see, when he got home after the second day of classes, he told me that he hadn't understood the teacher at all. He had been exposed to some basic English before we arrived here, but it's the first time that he's been fully immersed in the language.
I don't think there's much to worry about there. He'll learn very quickly. In fact, Nazir's progress in English is coming along just fine. Children learn quickly and grasp language at an amazing speed. Children have finely tuned ears, great retention, and most important, they don't get themselves worked up over mistakes like we adults do.
No.
They just keep practicing, and the next thing you know, they're already speaking fluently.
I wish I were like that. Back in Syria, I had been studying English for a rather long time before I gathered the courage to utter a single sentence. I suppose that in terms of language learning, we adults are more insecure about our abilities.
Yes, I'm sure you're right. Anyway, it was good to talk with you today, Mrs. Kasimi, and if you have any other concerns about Nazir, please give me a call.
Thank you. I appreciate that, and let me know if there are any other problems at school.
I certainly will. Bye now.
Goodbye, and thank you for helping Nazir settle so well.